Yes, GTA 6 had a lot of people in their feelings just by one simple question. You see, yesterday morning, there was a trailer that came out. It was a long-awaited trailer. A lot of people been anticipating, just like people have been anticipating for a long period of time, the arrival of the next edition of the Grand Theft Auto series. For all you gamers, and even you casual gamers, you kind of got a glimpse, feel of what I'm talking about. Whether you seen clips of it and stories about it on the news, complaints about how it is the arbiter of violence. It's the cause of violence, influencing young men and women to go out and commit crimes and do drugs, drink alcohol. So you know the same old tropes that we've come to know over the years. Blame something else, not actually the person doing something they don't have any damn business doing. No, we're not going to place the blame on them. We're going to place it somewhere else, because the criminal, the person engaging in criminal activity, it can never be their fault. They are the victims, remember? And as far as the actual victims that these people are committing harm to, just ignore that. That's not important. We're gonna blame video games. We're gonna blame rap music. We would blame movies, but that's a multi-trillion-dollar industry, and you know, it's controlled by powerful people that we won't be able to do anything about. So let's stick with music. Let's stick with rap music and video games, and maybe cartoons. No, it's always somebody else's fault. Well, the trailer came out to GTA 6, and for those that don't know, the game is supposed to drop in 2025. So maybe they wanted to do that because there's a lot of, when they drop these games, well, at least over the last few years, they've been being kind of lazy about it as far as getting the bugs out of the games before they drop. You know, they've been like rushing games out. Just put it out. And then the games will have so many bugs in it, they gotta break their neck to add like patches. Okay, we gotta patch up all these bugs and all these, now everything that's defective about this game, we gotta fix it on the fly. And they tried that for like a couple years and failed miserably. They tried it with a game called Cyberpunk, but that game was so bad they was giving people their money back and just like a total overhaul, recall, whatever you want to call it. It didn't work. So I'm thinking with GTA 6, they're giving themselves time to work the bugs out and maybe add and subtract certain aspects of the game. The problem is, based off the trailer alone and some of the reports that come out, it's like some of the reports are very spotty at best. It might be decoy reports just to get a reaction out of the public. But so far, it seems like the lead protagonist is going to be a woman. So with Grand Theft Auto 5, the main protagonist obviously was men. You had Franklin, you had the brother, you had Trevor, the bald-headed white dude, you had Mike. You know what I'm saying? And it was, three dudes who you can go choose three different angles to go through the story. You could pick different characters. You had choices depending on how you want to do it. Well, so far this one seems like the main protagonist is going to be a woman. Now they might straighten that up, because it's supposed to be like a Bonnie and Clyde thing, something like that. Who knows where it's going to end up going? But my simple question, and it was very simple, because a lot of people was complaining about it not being a black man in the game. They were so used to Franklin and GTA 5. They was crying over that. Like, hey, ain't no black dude is the main protagonist. And it was actually people online, on Twitter, complaining about it. But when it came to the race issue, I find it ironic. Nobody said anything to anybody that had those concerns. It's like a lot of people wanted different people of different races in there. Nobody really said anything about it. But as soon as I asked a simple question, will you have a choice to play a male as the main protagonist? Will you have a choice to play a male character? All hell broke loose then. I got called a sexist. I got called gay. This one idiot was talking about, well, I prefer to play a woman character so I can watch her butt and her nice body the whole time. You incel imbecile. That is some supreme incel energy you displaying right there, sir. So I'm sexist because I asked a simple question. Yo, are we going to have a choice? Because this might surprise you, dude. Not everybody wants to play as a woman character. Now, I don't know if you be at home in your mother's basement putting on her makeup, wearing her dresses and shit like that. If that's your thing, hey, get down how you live. But when you get online and start talking crazy to somebody that's just asking a question, why is my question not valid? Why are straight men not allowed to have questions and opinions? It's okay to whine and bitch about race, but as soon as you say something about gender, this is basically a question, everybody's panties is in a bunch. Like this punk ass motherfucker. Yeah, dude, I'm talking about you. Nobody said shit to you wanting to stare at the ass of a video game character. Nobody said anything. But people like you the same people that want to claim you champion free choice and all that, live your life how you want. You sound like one of those type of people, but you don't really mean that shit at all, do you? You only mean the people that live like you, think like you, walk, talk like you, hang out in the same places that you do. Only those people are free to have an opinion. Only those people are allowed to ask a question. Only those people can ask the question of race, but as soon as you ask the question of gender, oh, no, sir, you're being sexist. You're being misogynist. You sound like a bitch. And you know what Red Blizzard 357 say about these dudes that sound like bitches eat a sideways dick. So now these little punks want to get online and all of a sudden you want to police other people's opinions because you don't like them, because your little feelings are hurt. Fuck your feelings, you little bitch. And it's ironic, you're talking about a game series that talk, just the characters talk like me. They look like me. And of course it was one of these little incel dudes hiding behind an avatar. You know, too much of a pussy to show his face and what he looked like and shit. Motherfucker, what I look like is in my goddamn avatar, nigga. I ain't gotta hide. I ain't like the pussies that you are. I know a lot of you incel niggas be on some hide and shit. You wanna throw a rock and hide your fucking hand and shit. Cause you're too much of a bitch to say that to a real man's face. So I was asking this dude a question. I didn't immediately bring the smoke to him right away. I was calm about it, and I just asked him basic questions. Why is it okay for everybody to want a character of certain races, of a certain race, to be a main character on a game? Nobody has anything to say. Nobody has a problem with that. But as soon as I asked the question, will you have a choice to play the gender that you want? And I even explained to this motherfucker, well, I happen to want to play the gender that I actually am. And it's nothing new for men, even in adolescence when we were boys growing up. I don't know about you and how you grew up, but when we played with G.I. Joe, action figures, Thundercats, Voltron, we tend to pick out the man characters. That's just the way I was brought up. That's the way it is. I'm a throwback. I'm an original. Now I know some of y'all probably walking around with painted fingernails and all that shit. Hey, whatever. That's just not my style. That's just not my cup of tea. So if I'm not shitting on you for how you roll, how you gonna bring that shit to me and not expect me to say anything? So you can say a little slick schmarmy shit to me for asking a question, but as soon as I bring the smoke to your bitch ass, all of a sudden you crying victim. And I ain't gonna say what your actual name is on X, aka Twitter, cause it'll probably be viewed as bullying and shit like that. And as soft as you was talking and shit, you probably the same type of dude that would hide behind your woman if some trouble came. Somebody break in your house, you and your woman the only one there. Y'all the only one that live there. So the noise you hear downstairs, this third person, you know they shouldn't be there. You probably the same type of dude that'll hide behind your bitch. Ain't she? You little incel nigga. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the game myself. And hopefully they work, you know what I'm saying, they add a little something to it. At least give us the option, you know. They got enough time to create a complete storyline for the dude. I mean, you can have co-stars, you know what I'm saying? It's just like the game Sifu. If some of y'all have played the game Sifu, in the beginning, they give you the option. Do you want to play the mission? Do you want to play the storyline as a boy or a girl? Because in the beginning of Sifu, he's a child. But you have a choice to choose if you want to be a boy or a girl. And then you make that choice, and then that person grows up as such, and they go through the storyline. So my only question was, are we gonna have the same option with GTA 6? And as soon as I asked that just simple question, motherfuckers just jump out the woodworks. How dare you? That sounds sexist. And this is an example of how soft America has gotten. And you have politicians or people that have the audacity to be trying to go to war with everybody with this soft ass, woke, tender dick all up in your feelings, everything hurts my feelings ass shit. You know, and we trying to start wars with everybody. And we got too many of these incel niggas running around and shit. How the fuck we gonna fight anybody? But anyway, I just want to get on here for a minute and address that little punk that wanted to call me sexist because, oh, how dare I want to play as a man character? I don't know, maybe because I'm a man. Oh, so now it's a problem being a man. If you embrace manhood, if you embrace masculinity, you are sexist and you are a misogynist. That's the new trope they trying to throw around in society nowadays. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all right now. If you love my content, subscribe to my channel. Share this video everywhere. Share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, share it everywhere. Hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my new videos and content that I'm gonna drop. You can also show support by hitting up my Cash App. $ Cobra Clutch 357. That will also be in the description box down below. Holla at your boy. We trying to get this joint monetized. Let's get it.